Hi, I'm Gabe Unlimited, and I have a million hobbies. Let's try cooking today. I'm from Costa Rica, and I grew up eating this dish called Picadillo de Tren, which is actually vegan friendly, so make it together with me and my dad. I'll put the ingredients down below for you guys to recreate this recipe at home. It also really doesn't hurt that this food is incredibly healthy, but also super delicious, and it's very affordable. So you're gonna wanna put some water, some potatoes, doesn't matter how many, what kind, and you wanna boil them for about 30 minutes and put a top on. Here's everything you basically need. Grab like a couple tomatoes, an onion or two, a little bit of salsa. The secret sauce is the Lizano. This is from Costa Rica. This is kind of like Worcestershire sauce. Of course, don't forget your Sazón Goya, which we'll use for the seasoning, and that's like the main seasoning for it. A little bit of salt, and of course your oil, because you want to have a little bit of fat to make it nice and tasty. Make sure to peel your onion, and then you can cut it into like relatively larger chunks. It doesn't really matter what size. Preference is, up to you. And you want to do the same with the tomatoes as well. When your potatoes are ready, make sure to check them with a thin knife, that they're soft all the way through and it doesn't stick. Now that the potatoes are done, we can drain them, and an optional step is to peel them. You don't have to, and it provides more nutrition with the skin on, but in Costa Rica, we usually peel them. It's a lot easier to peel the potatoes once they've been cooked because you can peel them off with your fingers. Quick tip, by the way. Now that the potatoes are peeled, heat up some oil and brown some garlic. Once everything's heated up, you can throw in some onion. You want to stir your onion as it's cooking, and we want it to soften and turn clear, but we don't want it to caramelize. Now that our tomatoes are nice and cooked down, we're gonna add in our tomatoes. Of course, our secret ingredient here is gonna be the Sazón Goya packet, and you wanna throw an entire packet in. It has lots of different spices, and it really makes it taste good. As a good Latino, we always salt to taste, but I recommend about 1 to 2 teaspoons for half a pot. This, of course, is what makes it Costa Rican. This is salsa Lizano, which is like a fermented fruit sauce that tastes kind of like Worcestershire sauce. You can find it on Amazon and lots of places in real life as well. You want to add lots of this. This is what gives it that really umami, fruity, fermented, just very delicious flavor. You also want to add in about half a cup of chunky salsa. This is basically the ingredients we already have, but these have been like sitting for a long time, and for some reason mixing fresh and like pre-produced ingredients makes it be more complex and have a richer flavor. Lastly, before you put your potatoes in, you want to use a potato chopper or any chopper that you have. You can also just do this with a knife or mush them in. It depends on the consistency that you want. We kind of want like a consistency that's between like chopped potatoes and like a very light mash. In the South, this would also be called like a hash. Now that that's simmered on medium heat for 5 to 10 minutes, you can do the final step and add in your potatoes. At the end, you just mix it all together, and now you have some traditional Costa Rican Picadillo de Tren. Don't forget to add some extra salt or oil at the end if the flavor is lacking in salt. And of course, you can't forget this is Latino food, so we eat it with what? Tortillas. Scoop up, enjoy, serve it on a plate. I'm telling you, this will be a hit. Super healthy, vegan friendly. And this is the final product. I wish you could smell the kitchen right now. Feel free to garnish with a little bit of cilantro for that little extra punch, but I'm telling you, this is one amazing meal that you have to try.